So when did you arrive to Japan this time?
I think it was around. Ooh, that was a long time.
Yeah,
It
right?
feels like it was a long time
Yeah.
ago, but I think it was 9 days ago. I got here for the show,
Right.
and they went by so fast because I was enjoying them so much. So it was an amazing time, fun time.
Great. How do you feel about yourself being in Japan? Do you feel comfortable?
Yeah, I mean, again, I haven't really been here. It's like only my second trip here, so it's a bit unusual, but I mean, I'll get used to it with the more trips I get here.
Right, right. So when your mom was in active career, she's visited here quite often. Did she tell you anything about Japan?
Well, she was here like 3 to 4 times every season,
Yeah.
and it was amazing because she always said that it was a really like unique place from everywhere else. Like everything is just really, really different from everywhere else in the world, and I
Right.
kind of didn't believe that, but now that I'm here, she was really telling the truth.
Great, great. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so when did you decide to actually put yourself up there to challenge yourself to achieve this amazing thing?
Well, I mean, probably from when I was a little kid, I would like, no matter how challenging everything was, I would just want to keep pushing myself to be better than I am at the moment. So even right now, with all the accomplishments I have now, I'm pushing myself a lot more to become a lot better than I am. But I think in terms of the quad axel, I started thinking about it 2 years ago, just for fun, practicing it on like a harness and just like, oh, like it would be funny if I landed it. And then who knew that I would be seeing a ton of other skaters start trying it and like practice and competitions. So from there, I think it just kind of gave me the idea that, oh, maybe I can try to go for it and see if I'll have a better attempt. And the first one I did I think it was the first attempt I did was after nationals. It was at like a practice for like a show, and it was like quarter under, but it was like I went fully for it, and it was a pretty good fall though.
Wow, that's amazing. When was the first time you actually managed to nail it down?
Well, one of the first tries that I landed on my feet was somewhere in the beginning of May. This was at my rink, and it was a step out, but I mean, I didn't fall. So some people consider it the first land, some people don't. But if in my terms, the very, very first one, that was like as good as I could be, and it was like on one leg and clean, was in Colorado for a jump camp.
Wow, how did you feel about it when you actually landed in that clean way?
I mean, it's hard to explain, but like I landed it, I was happy, but at the same time, it was not the landing that I wanted it to be. So I'm just a really picky person, so I always want to correct myself and always make sure that everything is perfect, even though sometimes can't be that way.
Yeah, right. Yeah, beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. Okay, so we've heard a rumor that you're gonna attempt to include the quad axel in this season's freestyle program. Is it possible that you would try?
Well, as of right now, we are definitely planning on having in the program. It's not certain that I'll have it throughout the whole season. We're hoping that maybe we're kind of just thinking of, like maybe try to do on 1-2 competitions just to like land it, so that I kind of have that thing where I landed at a like big competition, and then I think from there on it just depends on how the situation goes, because I mean, maybe for the last competition this season I'll probably put it in because there's nothing to lose, so I think. But again, right now we're just practicing it with music just to see how it goes. And I mean, as of this week, it was not going so well, so I just need a little bit more work on it.
Great, thank you. That's exciting. I'm excited. Great. Okay, so about your Instagram account. The name says all, right? Quad God. What inspired you to name your account this way?
Well, it's kind of a long story. So my first ever username was Lutz God because everyone said that my triple Lutz was really good because it came from my mom. So a lot of people are like, oh, well, just have that. And then turn into Lutz Boy because I just wanted to change my name. But then I started learning triple axel, quad sound, quad toe, which was then where I was like, oh, maybe I could try to be like the first person to land like every single quad, including axel. So from there, I think after those 2 quads, I named myself Quad God. But everyone then asked me like, why'd you name yourself that? You only have 2 quads. Like, and I was like, well, this way I can kind of motivate myself to push myself and to land the rest of the quads, which is where this username came in now. So.
Wow.
And another fact that some people don't know is that I have a 0 instead of an O.
I noticed
because someone else took the name that I wanted.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh
so
my God.
I was like, okay, I'll just.
Wow, is that person professional skater?
No, it's just a random account, so it's just a
Wow.
random. Got unlucky, so.
But I like that way. It's very cute. I know. That's nice. Okay, great. So about the Quad God yourself, is there any competitor around you that you could possibly think of to challenge you as a god? You know.
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm a god, but I mean, Yuma is, I watched him at the Olympics. He blew my mind. Wow. Shoma as well, he also preparing for the season really well, and he's already looks like in really good shape as of right now. So, I mean, those 2 are my main competitors. We also have Daniel, the Italian, who's also working on having a lot more jumps this season and working on artistry as well. So I think this season it's a really big challenge, but I wouldn't say it's too much because I mean everyone unfortunately has retired. Nathan, I wouldn't say retired, but they seem like they're not going to compete this season. So Hanyu is really big unfortunate because.
Yeah, that's all surprised us, Yeah. Okay, so then last question is, so this Japan Open Championship, there are actually all medalists from the Beijing Olympics here, right, today? How would you like to perform? I mean, amongst them, how would you like to be yourself, I would say?
I mean, I would say just like focus on myself and like just get prepared as best as possible for the competitions and the season ahead and just put everything out and just be as confident as possible so I can have the best result.
Great, thank you so much. That's all.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.